I need your help regarding Goodman furnace drain trap problems.
Aside from the fact it is a Goodman furnace, I suppose.
Well, I can't afford to buy a new one, so how do I fix my Goodman furnace?
High-efficiency furnaces should never be vented to a chimney or chimney liner where condensate can freeze, damaging the drain and letting outside moisture in.
That would also risk breaking down the mortar. And something like that is a serious installation error.
There's also the possibility that the drainage of your system isn't installed properly, so it can't all drain and some of the liquid sits in a kink and rusts through.
There is a primary and secondary heat exchanger in high-efficiency Goodman furnaces, and both need venting.
The water vapor changes state in the vent pipe all the way to the pipe exit, so any heat exchanger needs venting. And if the second heat exchanger doesn't have drainage installed correctly or the drain hose trying to go up over an angle, you have problems.
That would kill the upper heat exchanger at a minimum.
And if they don't set up the direct venting for both pipes with complete separation of the vented air to the room the furnace is in, you'll get some of that leftover moisture vented into the room before being sucked back into the system until it starts to drown.
My problem is with the drain pipe, not the amount of drainage.
If you have excessive drainage for these reasons, fixing the drain won't fix it unless you have a kink preventing the drainage from going down through the drain in the floor.
What else can go wrong with the condensation drains?
Every furnace needs 2 condensation drain connections, though some people only see one drain line because the 2 drain lines are connected somewhere inside the system.
I'd have to check my configuration.
If the drains aren't connected exactly right per the diagrams for your furnace's assembly instructions, the drainage won't flow right and the system will run until the moisture is too bad, maybe 20 minutes.
It runs longer than that.
I've heard of people installing the drain lines before they remove the rubber plug from the front cover drain port. If that hasn't been removed or someone put it back, condensate won't drain right.
That would be something else to blame on the installer if true.
The drain reservoir needs to be filled with water.
Where is that?
It is the drain trap purge. It should be labeled on the unit or at least in the manual.
Adding water seems counterintuitive.
You just add water to the drain reservoir until water overflows into the drain line.
My only regular maintenance is changing out the air filter.
This only has to be done once upon initial startup, though if the furnace has been inactive for a long time, it might be necessary again.
I wonder if someone did it when it wasn't necessary and that's why it won't drain right.
I wonder if your basement flooded and clogged the drain and that's why the furnace can't drain right.
I might as well clear it with a snake thing and make sure there's no dirt or mold colonies clogging it.
And if that fails, you won't feel so bad about calling for service to do something you do with the dehumidifier every few hours, or the recommendation to get one if the issue is really ambient humidity down there.